This is a video showing you how to do the vocabulary assignment from the Amy Tan Mother Tongue reading. So first you're going to go to course documents and readings for class. And you will see all of these things that you've already read. We're going to open up Mother Tongue. As you are reading Mother Tongue, you will see that there are some words highlighted in yellow. These are going to be your vocabulary words. The first one that you see is keenly. So I'm going to do that one with you so you can pretty much copy what I have done here. So the first word is keenly. So I'm just going to type that. You can handwrite this if you want to and take a picture with your phone and upload it. I'm going to type it just so that you can see what I'm doing. And there are going to be 4 things that you are going to do with each one of these words. So the first thing that I'm going to have you do is get the context sentence. And you can type that or you can handwrite it. And I can come right here and I can just highlight and I can do a Control C or a copy C or a left click and copy this. I'm going to copy and paste. I'm sure you all know how to copy and paste by now. And I want my context sentence here. Context, remember, means the sentence from which something comes. And when I put it here, I can see how the word is used. Recently, I was made keenly aware of the different Englishes I do use. I like to highlight. You don't have to, but I like to do this because then I can see the word in my sentence. Okay. You may guess the second thing that I want you to do is look it up in the dictionary. So I'm going to open another tab and go to my favorite dictionary.com. Please do not Google. You may or may not get a good definition. So I'm going to type in keenly, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm probably not going to find keenly exactly like this because of that ly. Notice I'm going to get keen, and I can see that keen is an adjective. And if I keep scrolling, I'm probably going to see some other forms. Keenly is the adverb, and we're going to be learning that in here about what different things are. Adjectives describe nouns, adverbs describe verbs, so we're going to look at that. And notice that I found keen, which is the adjective, and it's a finely sharpened as an edge, so shaped to cut a pierce or substances readily, sharp, piercing, or biting, characterized by strength and distinctness of perception, extremely sensitive or responses, having or showing great mental penetration or acumen, animated. So it's going on and on. And I can come down here, and sometimes the synonyms might help me. Cutting, bitter, piercing, penetrating, acute, discerning, acute, astute, sagacious, shrewd, clever, earnest, fervid. I'm thinking that when I look at this, really keenly sharp is one of the things as an edge. So I'm going to take this, and I can actually come up here and I can highlight this if I want to. Oops. I don't know what happened. Let me go back. Sorry. I clicked the wrong thing. I went to you can accidentally notice it took me to finally because I was doing that. I'm going to go like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the first 3 because I can copy and paste them. Make sure that you read them. If you want to type, you can. If you want to look up any words in the definitions of these words that you don't know, that might help you. So this is going to help me figure out what this word means. So I'm just going to paste this here. It might look really strange because the font might be really big, but that's okay. You can do that. We have plenty of room. What I can do is I don't want to have all those numbers there, so I'm just going to take them off. And so let's look at our sentence again. Recently, I was made keenly aware. Notice that you can have keen eyes, keen ears. I think that this word sharp is something that's really going to help you know this word when we talk about it. And so I'm just going to underline that to remind myself, because sharply aware, very keen. So I'm kind of getting what it means. The next thing that I want to know, and I can also get this from the dictionary, which is the third thing, oops, and I have some part of my definition escaped and got under there. So notice that the third thing that I want is I want to know the part of speech. And so we looked, and when we looked down there, notice that keen is an adjective, but when I scrolled down, and you might have to go through a few ads here, when we found keenly, it tells us that it is an adverb. We haven't talked about the difference between adjectives and adverbs yet, but it's coming up really soon. So I'm going to go ahead and tell myself that it is an adverb, and I'm going to take that italics off. It won't really matter though. Okay, except that in the fourth thing, we don't want everything italicized. The fourth thing that I want you to do is write your own sentence. Okay, so I'm going to have to use keenly and becoming keenly aware. So you could say, and I think being aware, it is something that is normally used. So I want to try to use it in a different way. So I need to try to think of a sentence, my own original sentence, and how I can use keenly. So, you might try something as simple as, she was keenly I want to try to not use aware, but I can't think of another way right now. She was keenly aware that he was not being honest with her. And I'm trying to think, you could say, she was keenly, I think that I could say she studied keenly for her exam. Could work. I think that this keenly aware is better. If you are keen to do something, that is the adjective. So this is a word that once you can use it, you will know what it means, and you can use that. When you come back to the story, you will see as you are reading that the next one is intimacy. Oh, and by the way, when you are in dictionary.com, if you do not know how to pronounce one of these words, and keen, you probably do, you can just click on the little horn here and it will say keenly to you. I have to unplug my microphone, so I won't do that right now so that you can hear it. But just be aware that dictionary.com, I don't know, we're getting a big pop-up ad, has this little horn, and you can listen. And if you have your headphones on, even better, you can hear all of these words so that you can practice what they sound like. You can, of course, look up any other words that you don't know, but we have these ones in yellow, and you will do all of these words. And there are 4 parts for each one. Remember, you are writing the context sentence. You are looking it up in the dictionary, number 2. Number 3 is you are writing the part of speech. And number 4, you're writing your own sentence. So the first 3 will help you to get to your own sentence. Once you know what it means and you can use it in your own sentence, then you are adding that word to your vocabulary.